health measure to be actually widely adopted, one of the first things you have to do is get rid of cost. I mean, that's what we do with vaccination programs. You could say, well, if people valued it enough, they would still get it. But if we want everybody to do it, you get rid of the cost. That's what you do in issues that you look on as public health issues. And I think if we want to tackle the issue of crisis pregnancy, then contraception and sexual health education has to be looked on as a public health issue, and we need to take money out of it to make sure that that can't be a factor. I don't think it's enough to just take the cost of contraception out. You need, as I said, to make people aware, or they're not going to access contraceptive services in the first place. And that definitely links into socioeconomic factors, because again, as I said, the girl who leaves school early is going to have missed out on the contraceptive education at school because it might be delivered too late. The girl who isn't attending school very frequently isn't going to be picked up. So, we need to actually address that issue and make sure that we're looking on that as a public health measure. Why women don't come for post-abortion care, I think there's lots of different factors in that, and again, it's a difficult one to answer because clearly if they're not attending, then I'm not seeing them. So, I can't actually answer completely for all of the women who don't come. I mean, certainly I would see women who do come and are clearly very anxious about it, who are anxious that possibly they may be discovered to have a complication, who are anxious about being judged, who are anxious about the attitudes that people might have towards them, who are at pains to try to justify their decision because they feel that you might actually feel that abortion was only okay for some people. So those are all reasons that people might not want to come. I think the very fact that a lot of women haven't actually gone to see a healthcare provider before they have an abortion means that in order to do so afterwards, they have to again find out where that service is, and they then have to go and tell their story all over again to a new person. And that's a difficulty. If they were going back to the place where they actually had the abortion, that wouldn't actually be a deterrent. So I think that's some of the factors why women don't actually attend for care. And then in terms of the lack of safety or the risk in relation to illegal abortion, I think to be clear that the risk to a woman's life of an illegal abortion from medication online is exceptionally rare. But that is not to say that they're actually getting a good healthcare experience. There may be minor risks or there may be low-level risks, such as not getting their contraception, such as just actually enduring a procedure that's painful, uncomfortable and frightening alone and with absolutely no support, with nowhere to turn to, and being worried that if something goes wrong, they're going to be found out rather than they're going to get help. So I think those are the kind of safety issues that I would have in terms of illegal abortion.
Can I ask one last question?